I'm Natalie Cassidy, and I was lucky enough to land my dream job, aged 10, on hit BBC soap opera EastEnders. I've only ever had one job, but I've always wondered what I would have done if I wasn't an actress. Now, I'm a mum in my 40s. I've left Albert Square and I'm ready to embrace a new challenge. Day one at college. Can't quite believe it. Doing something I've always wanted to do. Training to be a carer. I'm absolutely petrified, but I am determined to do it well, give it the best I've got and see what happens. With an ageing population, it's estimated that over half of us will need care in our lifetime. I'm absolutely shattered. It's hard getting old. At a time when there's a shortage of care workers, I'll be heading back to the classroom. Mummy's first day back at school. And gaining on-the-job experience on placements. Over. Go! I'll hear people's stories firsthand.
It's not fair. Life's not fair generally, is it?
Share their heartache. It must be such a tough job for you. And determination.
See the real difference in people's lives that you can make.
I just hope I've got what it takes to care for people from their first days to their last moments. You know, over the years, caring for my dad through many different illnesses, really, I have had first-hand experience at looking after someone who's really poorly, being very hands-on, making decisions, not knowing what's around the corner. So this is my dad's kitchen. We were really, really lucky. I found this property and someone elderly had already lived in this annex, so it was all kit out, ready to go for him. Some people aren't as lucky. Some people haven't got room to be with their parent or be able to care for someone they love, whereas I found this and was like, this is the way it is. Dad's been with us. And we had the best few years here. Every time I step into Grandad's, as we call it, it feels like he could just be sat in his lounge, about to shout out, let's have a cup of tea, squirt. It is a very calming place for me and I can really just feel close to him when I'm in here. So this week we move into adulthood and we are looking at chronic and debilitating illnesses. I'm quite apprehensive because I feel like it could be quite emotional and I think it could strike a chord with me. So I think I've just got to be careful not to let my emotions get the better of me. Millions of people in the UK live with 2 or more long-term conditions.
Hi Cheryl. Hi everyone.
And today's lesson will focus on practical ways to support their care.
A chronic condition that lasts for 6 months can occur at any age and will affect our quality of life in our daily living. How many chronic conditions can you list?
MS. Diabetes. Epilepsy.
You've got arthritis, there you go.
COPD. Oh yeah, COPD.
Okay, so well done. Would anyone like to share anything about any chronic illnesses, either themselves or family members? Julie.
Well, my mum is disabled. She's paralysed from the neck down and she has multiple sclerosis.
Yeah.
And I've been her carer since I was 4 years old. And my dad also has a chronic illness. He has scoliosis and he's in need of a hip replacement. So he really struggles with his walking too, so I've been helping since I was very little.
Multiple sclerosis is a neurological condition that affects the central nervous system.
I can remember my mum, one day I must have been about 4 years old. She fell down the stairs of the patio. I remember crying and my mum had told me what to do in that situation. She had a red call button, so if she ever fell, go and press the red call button or go and get Dad. So I think that's really when I first started to become a young carer. As I was getting older and older, I started to do more. I didn't notice I was a young carer. I thought I was doing what every child does, helping around the house.
Estimates suggest that 1 in 5 children and young people in the UK have caring responsibilities. And for some, like Tilly, that journey begins at a very young age.
And we have hoists and shower chairs. We've literally got everything.
Listening to Tilly's story, that's all she's known from a very young age is caring for her mum, hospitals, nurses in and out. When I think about my kids and their childhood, they've not had to worry about any of that. and for Tilly it's just the norm. To help the rest of us understand what it's like to care for someone with a chronic condition, we've been given a patient profile. Our case study is Ron. He's 72 years old, suffered from a bleed on the brain, a stroke. The task? To set him up with the equipment and support he might need at home to help him manage daily life. Ron's now struggling with coping with all the changes to his life and feeling isolated and anxious and emotional. Poor Ron. Do you think he could be in a wheelchair? Do you think he might need assistance?
Could definitely use a physio.
Yeah, good.
So definitely the wheelchair, definitely a walking stick. As students, we have access to a fully functioning assisted living flat for practical work. Oh, Ron's little flat. These are brilliant, aren't they? If his left side isn't working, turning on taps would be really complicated.
I like how they're colour-coded. It makes it easier to process which one's hot or cold.
Yeah.
When people are unable to do things for themselves anymore, even if it is a rail for the shower or an extra rail up the stairs, I was looking at this little flat thinking, I know what Ron needs because I'd done it for my dad. I had one of these for my dad. At times he hated it, he was so miserable. He's like, get it away. I was like, it's just for safety.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another key part of the lesson is learning about the work of physio and occupational therapists, which includes the use of hoists to support people with limited mobility.
We are looking for a couple of volunteers.
I would love to be hoisted.
Okay. Natalie, do you want to come and have a sit down on the bed here?
Absolutely. Can I ask you, so as the patient that I'm playing, arms, everything, so really, really weak all over? Is that
Yeah,
what you got?
yeah.
Being an actress, I did commit, and I played Ron as if he was my dad.
So we might say to Natalie, Natalie, do you think you can move your feet towards you a little bit?
No.
No, okay. Would it be okay if we help you to move them?
Please.
Okay.
Is that comfortable?
Not really. I'm in ever such pain. I just want to go home.
Natalie's playing a very good patient
hard
today.
taskmaster, right? You've got an actress here.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've literally got a professional actress here. So Natalie, we're going to roll you over. That's it, roll you over, good.
Oh, my neck hurts. I'd really like the toilet.
Oh, she needs the toilet. So Natalie, do you want to roll over to me again?
Oh, you're asking me to roll a lot, aren't you?
We might
What's going on? Whilst I'm probably having a bit too much fun, there is a serious side.
The long bits here are the leg straps, and then this is kind of the tummy strap or the abdomen strap.
We have to learn to safely use the hoist.
That's it, perfect, yeah.
Okay, so we've got the hoist sling in the right position now, but these are called ceiling track hoists. They can pretty much take you everywhere where the ceiling track is. If you think about kind of adapted houses, you can even get these hoists to take you from one room to another.
Yeah, we got the exact same hoist,
you?
you know, and it
Have
goes
you?
all round my mum's bedroom,
Okay.
and then into the living room.
Wow.
Amazing.
So it's like,
That's brilliant.
It's a game changer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great that she just doesn't spend her time in one room. Lovely for an
yeah,
environment
so she can go
change and
sit on the
stuff.
sofa with us, or she can go in her wheelchair. It just makes it so much easier.
I think it's been very difficult for me being a young carer, as I missed out on a lot of mother-daughter things and daddy-daughter things. But my mum, a lot of the time, she says, you know, Tilly, I'm sorry for the way I am. And I tell her all the time, Mum, it is not your fault. And I would love for you not to have MS, but it can't be another way. And I love you so much, and there's nothing in the world I would change you for.
So we're going to slip it all the way round, make sure it's nice and flat, and that you're happy that it's in the right position, okay? So this is where it's really great that you have to communicate with the person you're working with to make sure that we're all on the same page. Lovely.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So, how's that?
Brilliant.
Yeah?
Comfortable as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Feel
hurt
quite well
you- doesn't
supported?
Feel very well supported, albeit a little bit strange. I would imagine patients feeling quite overwhelmed maybe being hoisted. It all seems a little bit fun and exciting going up in the hoist at first, but when you really think about someone who needs that on a daily basis for the rest of their life, you've lost all control really once you're up in the air. Someone else is controlling where you go, what you do, and that really gave me a lot of empathy for people who can't move around on their own. I think the case studies and the role play side of the college is essential for putting yourself in the shoes of a patient and knowing how to care for them.
Well done.
Well done.
Really good.
Chronic illnesses change people's lives. Not just the people who have them, but the people who have to look after them as well. At Templemore Baths in East Belfast, there is a brilliant aquaphysio class for people with Parkinson's, and here, their loved ones and carers can join them in the pool.
Okay, so thanks everyone for coming. We're going to start with a wee warm-up, okay? Please hold me at the noodle.
Parkinson's is a progressive neurological condition with common symptoms of tremors, muscle stiffness and slowness of movement.
Great, we'll keep going, 5 more seconds.
Supporting people with the condition has always been a keen interest of physiotherapist Lauren.
It's really good for people living with Parkinson's to be exercising. Lovely, we're going to go into a star jump, okay? Gives them that freedom of movement. The buoyancy supports the weight of their body, it supports the joints. It's able to challenge their balance. People using the pool are able to exercise in ways that they're not able to on land.
Founder of the class, William, was just 47 when he became one of the 166,000 people in the UK living with Parkinson's.
It was okay for about the first 8-10 years. I was under control, still travelling, still working, and it was fine. Just before COVID, took a bit of a dip, massive dip actually. It left me almost bedridden for about 2 years.
Encouraged by his wife to stay active, William had the idea to start an aquacise group for others living with Parkinson's, but to make it a place to spend time together, to open the class to carers too.
We're very keen that friends, a loved one, wife or husband, spouse comes along, that they can exercise together.
I was diagnosed 8 years ago. I have been doing a lot of exercises at the time and I really love the water. And I know she likes the water as well. We've known each other for a long time, since Form 1, which is how many years ago?
55.
55 years ago. Great friends since. She was my bridesmaid as well, and she's now my driver.
Courier.
Drives me to the pool. You're not my courier, you're my driver. I'm chauffeur.
I'm Nikki and we've been married for 29 years.
Yeah, my name's Gary. I'm the better half. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's just over 12 months ago. Came as a real big shock, but we've found William and the aquacise group, and just found a whole new circle of friends who've been for the same struggle and still on the same journey. From sort of going, oh God, I've got Parkinson's, to sort of, hearing other people's stories and how they've sort of got through it and how they sort of are coping day to day. It just gives you that sort of strength to carry on and to sort of keep going.
When I think back 5-6 years ago when me and Dad were spending time together, we'd sit in the garden together, we'd sit and watch golf together on the telly. Sharing those moments was so important for me and my dad, and a project like that is just amazing to get those people to have those memories. For my placement this week, I will be meeting a young couple who are navigating MS together. It's the lady who has MS, which affects her physically. I learned a lot about mobility issues in the classroom this week, but I think before I move on to this placement, I'd like to talk to one of my dear pals, Kitty. Hey. Kitty joined the cast of EastEnders a few years ago, playing Penny Branning, and we hit it off immediately.
BTEC?
Hey?
What's this?
That's all my work.
Work?
Yeah. I am actually doing a course, It's not a laugh. Kitty had an illness as a child, which means she now uses a wheelchair. So I'd like a bit of her advice before I go in. I remember when we met, I immediately wanted to know why you were in your chair. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you thought, oh God, I'll tell the story again.
It's one of those things where everyone's different.
Yeah.
I'm happy to talk about my disability.
Yeah.
Some people might not, it might be triggering, and that's something that people have to respect.
Yeah.
And have to understand that if they are going to ask, why are you in a wheelchair or what's happened, the person might say,
I'm not
none of your business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Being disabled that young
Yeah.
means that I think actually my parents understood and had to deal with a lot of the inaccessibilities of the world before I did. I had my mum and my dad to help me up the curbs and to do things.
Yeah.
And it's only really now, as I've sort of grown up and now want to become independent and do things, do you then realise again, oh wow. When you're living in London, or you want to get into London and most of the lifts are down, or the fear of going and there's stairs, it's just a nightmare. And it's something that for many wheelchair users brings a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, because you have to pre-plan everything you do just to go to a bar or just to go to the theatre.
Yeah. It's like when you first came here. And I remember you saying, have you got a loo downstairs?
Yeah.
Didn't even enter my head.
That's the biggest thing for me and for many wheelchair users. My biggest fear going out, going anywhere is, have they got a toilet? Can I go for a wee?
Yeah.
It's one of those.
I loved it. I was like, my dad's place is great.
I know,
for you.
to be fair, I'm
You've got
gonna
a wet
live
room. You've got the lot. Like.
Yeah. It is good here. It is good. I mean, don't even get me started on aeroplanes. It's inhumane the way that we have to sit on an aeroplane, be dragged in from a little chair. And then I can't wee for the next 5 hours. I'll starve myself. I won't drink a few hours leading up to the plane. So I know that I won't need to go to the toilet when I'm
That
on
is
the plane.
mad. There's always been some organisation involved when going out with Kitty, if there's a downstairs loo, that sort of thing. But to have a conversation about a plane, Kitty can't go to the toilet on a plane and she has to think about where she's going.
My wheelchair is the thing that aids me, and that doesn't limit me, but the world out there does. The reality of it is you go, oh my gosh, this is really tricky.
Yeah.
And I'm so used to it, and as many people are so used to it. And if you make this building have a ramp, or if you fix that lift, or if you make the plane a little bit wider, it means I can then live my life just the same as you live yours.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So moving forward, I'm going to be doing a lot more placements where there'll be wheelchair users. What would be your tips for me?
You can't treat one disabled person the same as another.
No.
Because every single disability is different.
Yeah.
And I might like it when you open a door for me. The other person might not. It goes back to language. And it goes back to ask me. And I think that's the thing that a lot of people forget and miss is just ask me. The more we talk about things, the more things change.
Yeah. That's very good. I've really, really taken on board Kitty's advice today. You have to ask what someone needs and not assume you know what they want. So lovely to see you though.
Nice
I really
to see
do
you.
mean that. I'm really looking forward to going into this placement. I'm just going to ask questions. The more I can find out, hopefully the more I can understand and the more I can help. Have a little takeaway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, takeaway.
So this placement today is very different to all the others because I'm out on my own, which feels very nerve-wracking. I've got no one to tell me if I'm doing right, if I'm doing wrong, but I should be brave and I am going to meet Gary and Lisa. Lisa has a progressive illness and Gary cares for her.
Hi.
Hello, you must be Gary.
I am.
Natalie, so nice to see you, thank you.
Take a seat.
Oh,
Fancy a drink or anything,
hello.
Natalie?
Yeah, I'd love a cup of tea. That'd be lovely. So
I'm
nice to
Lisa.
meet you, Lisa.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you so much for letting me come into your home. Long-term partners Lisa and Gary were 27 when they booked a one-way ticket to New Zealand. Having already travelled the world, the young couple had planned to see where their adventure would take them. But it all changed when Lisa was diagnosed with primary progressive multiple sclerosis.
Kept falling over and couldn't really walk, didn't really know why. And it was only when I come home and I saw my mum, she was like, something's not right. Then went to the doctors and was diagnosed with primary progressive MS. So it's a bit of a shock.
A massive shock for you.
Yeah, so I think everyone else's lives are starting thinking about exciting stuff, and we got sort of diagnosed.
Primary progressive MS is a form of multiple sclerosis in which symptoms gradually worsen over time. Due to the severity of Lisa's case, medical treatment wasn't an option.
It's hard just going to the hospital and there was no treatment, you know, just being sent away and thinking,
So
it's
that's
gonna get
that.
worse. Yeah.
And it's just going to get worse.
Yeah, it's scars in your brain and the signals don't get places. So, you know, it sort of affects me walking, my bladder, your eyes, like, you know, cognitively, it sort of affects every part of you really. So it weren't the life we expected to have, was it?
No, it wasn't part of our 5-year plan.
because I used to enjoy going to work. You know, like we used to like working and going on holiday and having money and doing stuff.
Try and get
Yeah,
away.
we do. We went to Barcelona in January, didn't we? And I really struggled to get on the plane. Everything's a worry. You know, like thinking, is there a toilet? Is there steps? Am I going to be able to get to the chair? You know, like everything is a worry anywhere new, isn't it? Like, that's why I feel safe with Gary, because I know he'll also look after me and it'll be all right, which is really amazing.
I'll get your bits together.
Will you get my shoes and my foot straps, darling?
Can I help with anything?
You can help, so you can help with the foot straps.
Okay,
If you want.
yeah.
It's only simple. But
Yeah, okay.
I think the little silver bits are in the drawer.
During the week, Gary divides his time between his job as a sheet metal worker and caring for Lisa. How do you learn about all of these things, Gary? How to do it?
everything's just gradually happened so slowly. Yeah. It's just been a natural progression. It's like, oh, that's harder, so we'll just do
Find
this.
something for that.
Yeah. We're just winging it, aren't we?
Winging it.
Gary is a full-time carer to Lisa, is doing everything, and just to think there are millions and millions of Garys all over the UK caring 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They're the invisible carers that you don't really think about. Over the years, the couple searched for a place that could help manage Lisa's symptoms, eventually discovering the Bedford MS Therapy Centre, a local charity. 3 days a week, Gary brings Lisa to the centre, where she can access a range of services that support her with fatigue and mobility. Hello.
We've got Natalie with us.
Hello, Natalie.
Hello, Karen. And you, how are you?
Good.
Real community you've got here, isn't it?
It's really nice. Yeah. Lots of peace. Nice to, you make real friends. So it's really nice.
Today, Lisa is having a hyperbaric oxygen therapy session. Oh, wow. A process that involves wearing a mask and breathing pure oxygen in a pressurised tank. They just look so, they're so old, aren't they? I don't know what I was expecting. I thought it might be, I don't know, like a little modernised, I didn't know, I really just didn't think, wow. Yeah.
Are you coming in with a mask?
Yeah, I'd like to come in, that'd be great.
Oh. It's quite loud.
It is very loud.
For Lisa, time in the hyperbaric chamber is a complementary therapy that helps manage her specific symptoms, providing relief from the fatigue and the brain fog she experiences.
Wow. How did you find it?
Yeah, very strange.
It is bizarre, isn't it? You do it twice a week, We all said that at the beginning, it's really weird sitting here doing this.
Listen, if it helps you, whatever helps you.
It does, And I think this place is the only thing that sort of keeps me going. It's amazing.
Because that's your treatment, isn't it? That's your lifeline.
Yeah.
From the minute I met Lisa and Gary, I was blown away by how gentle Gary was, the level of patience and adoration he had for Lisa. They just love each other to pieces. Lisa hasn't got her health, but they've got each other. After hanging up the oxygen masks, we head to the pool to experience the benefits of another element, water. Here, neurophysiotherapist Guy works with Lisa one-to-one. So these here, it's like a...
It's like a normal hoist, really. So this part of the chair will come off and then we can put her into the pool.
I know from my training how invaluable the hoist is.
So just going up, okay, so there'll be a little bit of movement as you go up.
But seeing it in action here today just reinforces the benefit of having access to this purpose-built equipment. How's that feel?
It feels nice.
Just get those feet just moving a little bit, there you go.
By relaxing muscles and relieving spasms, the warm water in the hydrotherapy pool can ease the joint pain that sometimes comes as a symptom of MS.
There you go.
You must be very proud of her.
Yeah, she's a superstar. She doesn't moan, just gets on with it. I don't think I'd be quite as resilient. I'd probably just sit there and fester, where she's here working hard, keeping on top of everything. She does well. It sort of affects every single part of her life.
It also affects yours, though.
Yeah.
You know, I know that you're. No, I know, but as a couple,
Yeah.
we were talking. I was thinking about you earlier. I find this so. I get really upset with you.
Oh, we're all good. It's okay. Oh, bless you. What's upsetting?
It's just not fair.
It's not fair, but
It's not fair.
life's not fair generally, is it? We just make the
No,
most
but
of
I just
it.
think you're amazing.
I think we make a good team. There's not much that we let get in our way. We just get on with it.
But seeing you today and just you being, you know, it's what you do every day and it just shows you how much you love each other.
Yeah.
It's a real love story. You've got these two lovebirds with all of their life in front of them in their 40s. And that illness that Lisa has is only going to get worse. But in the midst of chronic illness, worry, not knowing the outcome of how you are going to end up, the one thing they have together is the most beautiful, devoted relationship. It's really made me think about me and my fiancé Mark, and if we were put into that situation, would we handle it as incredibly as they are? I know I've seen so much, but I think that it's very relatable to me and my Mark.
Yeah.
And like how we love each other, and I just think, oh, you've just been through so much.
Yeah, but I think we just make the most of every day, don't we, babe?
You really do. No, you've really taught me today to be positive and determined and just to value life.
Yeah,
Well, thank you for coming and helping. And
I cannot imagine meeting Mark, heading off to New Zealand, thinking about the future ahead, be that marriage, children, all those things, all the things that we've got. And then being told that I've got a debilitating illness and that life just is completely up in the air. And yet with all of that, they're laughing, they love each other.
Hello.
You right?
Yeah, good. How was your day?
Difficult.
Oh.
Hard.
Why was that?
Just hard. You know, I just think they are really, really special.
If there's a lot of blood, what might your person do?
Oh, look, you've got this as well. Can I have a look? I'm very excited. I want to touch everything. Woo! Hi! You could get addicted to this.
You do feel helpless and hopeless.
And that's like a grieving process as well, that your life is no longer that anymore.
To see them chat about the difficulties they'd had, physical and mental health, is absolutely glued together. Step into the shoes of a carer in the Open University's interactive care home. Scan the QR code on screen now or visit connect.open.ac.uk/Natalie Cassidy to explore how you could make a difference.